Hello there. We are drawing and chatting once again. Welcome back, or welcome if this is your first time here. I am just stunned at how quickly November vanished. Do you know what I mean? I feel like October was about 3 years long, and then as soon as it turned November, I blinked, and now it's right at the end of the month. It's almost December already. The last video I uploaded on this channel was my Halloween makeup. So that was, nearly a month ago now. But October is also my busiest season. Everything happens in October. I was uploading maybe 4 videos a week purely because I just had so many events on and things to go to. And it was really fun, but I needed the last few weeks to just chill out at home. Not that I've been doing nothing. I've still been kind of busy, but I just wasn't filming it, really. So after getting home from the event in Finland, the next weekend was Halloween. I went out for Halloween with some friends and that was great. We went to see Rocky Horror. The weekend after that was my birthday. I went again out with some friends and had a really good time, but I was keeping it kind of casual. I wasn't getting dressed up really. I wasn't doing anything exciting with my makeup or fashion. I just spent a couple of weeks in jeans and comfortable stuff because I was just burnt out from all of that. Sometimes you just need to let your creative side take a back seat for a while and recharge, you know? Anyway, I still had a great time. And then as a birthday present, I got the new Pokemon game. I got Pokemon Shield. If any of you out there are playing Sword and Shield, let me know. Let me know what version you got and what you think of it. Personally, I absolutely love it. I just love it. But I have a real soft spot for Pokemon because I've played every single game, well, the main ones anyway, since Red version, like the original Red version. I've played every single one on release, every year, my whole life. So I just find them really comforting, I guess. Is that the right word? Probably. Yeah, definitely. It's comforting. So I spent a good week or so just playing Pokemon, lying on the couch, lying around with Silver, playing video games, and it was great. In fact, I might go back to it this week. But I'm making videos again as well now, because I feel like doing it again. I'm back in the zone with getting ideas for outfits and videos and things I want to make, so I'm back. I'm back for now. I have some ideas for Pokemon fan art. I know I've posted some fan art up on this channel before, but I have some more ideas based on the new region and some of the new Pokemon and such. But we'll get to there. We'll get round to that. That's not what we're doing today. Today I'm drawing the Queen of Diamonds. This character is... Do I want to say character? It's hard to explain how this idea came about. It's a character based on an outfit idea that I had last year. I did a whole series of card suit themed lookbooks where I was the king and queen of each card suit. And all of that spawned out of outfit ideas, and then, when you have one idea, you have two. When you have two ideas, you have four. When you have four ideas, you have eight. I'm sure if any of you out there are also artists or creative in any way, you know exactly what I mean, right? So I did 8 different lookbook videos based on this concept, and from there, the idea just stayed in my brain. And now I have these character ideas based around them, all these images. I actually have plans for books about them. I would separate them by suit. So I have an idea for a book about the King and Queen of Hearts, a book about the King and Queen of Spades, a book about the diamonds, a book about the clubs, and so on. You understand. But this here that I'm drawing today is the Queen of Diamonds. The basic idea of this character is that she's a vampire. The Diamonds are both vampires, of course, because I'm a real sucker for vampire stories, in case you hadn't noticed by all the content on my channel. And I just wanted her to be dripping in jewellery. That's what I mean. Very fancy, but very lonely. I wanted her to be covered in small details. Like, she's got everything, but she's still a deeply lonely character. It's a little bit sad, I suppose, but that's who this character is to me, and that's what I was trying to express. I'll also put on screen my references for this, because I use 2 different references, and one of them is me, to be fair. One of my references is just a picture of me, which I know that might seem a bit weird. It feels weird to me, like, I don't consider this a self-portrait, because in that picture I wasn't dressed as myself. It's a whole thing. I don't really know how to explain it, but I'm sure you understand. Anyway, what I was saying was, I'll put my references on screen so you can see exactly what I was working with and what I did with it. I'm using my vintage watercolours, which I did make a video about when I first got them, so if you're interested to see, I guess, a video about vintage paints, I'll link to that too. I did buy them purely for the aesthetic. There isn't any artistic merit to having vintage paints. They're not different, really. They're not significantly different to modern paints. Some people might even say they're a little bit worse because maybe technology is advanced. But I got them purely for the aesthetic, because they make me happy. And there is absolutely no point in doing anything creative if it's not making you happy, right? I will probably do a follow-up piece to this of the King of Diamonds, and then over time, inevitably, I am going to do portraits of all of the kings and queens. So that will be a long, ongoing project. And hopefully, eventually, I will actually make those books about them. And if all goes to plan, I will have those books ready for sale next year, because I have applied to so many events to appear at and have a stall at and sell my art at. If you saw my vlogs from MCM Expo in September, you know that I do this. I have stalls and I sell my art and I sell my books and whatnot at these events. I'm very new to it. I haven't really done it a lot. In fact, MCM was the first time I was selling my art, I think. Yeah, it was, because... Yes, that was the first time I actually had my art for sale physically in person, and it was very nerve-wracking, but it went well. And I have applied to so many more events for next year. I actually have one every month for the first half of 2020 already. I'm going to a different convention every month until July, I think. Maybe June. I'm going to be so busy. I'm a little bit terrified about it, but I'm excited too. So if you like my work and you want to support me, I hope to see you at one of these events. I will post on my Patreon page where I'm going to be. I'm just going to confirm there first which events I am definitely going to be at, so that if you really want to meet me in person, I guess, then you'll know where I am. That's a bit strange. I don't know why that feels like a weird thing to say. Oh well, whatever, I've said it now. And obviously, if you can't get to these events or you're not likely to meet me in person, then you can always buy online. I do have an Etsy shop, which I think I talk about in every video that I speak in, so I'm sure you're well aware that I have an Etsy and a Patreon. But did you know that if you support me on Patreon, you get a discount code for my Etsy? So if you support me on Patreon, you get discount codes so that you can buy all my books, posters, postcards, and handmade jewellery for a discount. And you get exclusive access to like opinion polls and questions. You get to know which events I'm going to be at first. And you also get to live secure in the knowledge that you're responsible for feeding my dog peanut butter, because that is what I mostly use the Patreon money for. If you pledge $1 a month, I use that $1 to buy a jar of peanut butter and I feed it to the dog, and it makes her so happy and she thanks you so much. It's a very worthwhile cause, I think. Don't you? Okay, I've just about run out of things to say, and this video doesn't have very much longer to go. So I'll leave you with a little bit of music. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And I hope you've had a good November. Let me know what you've been up to. And if you've been playing Pokemon, leave me your League card code. I'll add you. Let's do a raid together sometime. Okay, bye!